I came to you with the problem on my, whatever that is, the latch,
Hitch, yeah.
the hitch on the Airstream. So what did you have to do to that?
Fix it.
That's pretty damn simple. On the face of this is just a...
Should have a little notch or something on there is what you're saying.
Yeah, I could draw. It's the opposite of this.
I'm wondering if I just took and ground this off right here and just moved it forward.
You push forward and then lift up. So the tension on it won't let it come up.
That tear it apart and build up some places that were worn from I guess you'd say friction on the steel against steel, but
Yeah.
you know.
So that's what you basically do. You look at something that's broke and you just go, okay, I'm going to make it fixed.
Try to, yeah. Try to put a common sense, look at it, and try to find a solution to the problem,
Yeah.
Are you considered just, welding, machine shop? Is that how?
Hey, what's the label for what you do?
Yeah.
You break it, I fix it.
I don't know. What would you think, Charles?
Miracle worker.
Yeah, right. No. You know what? We all have different gifts and talents, and I'm certainly not an expert at anything, but the way I was brought up, with my parents and my dad especially, my dad could fix anything. When he was growing up as a kid, he'd go to the junkyard and get stuff and put things together. Charles is the same. He's the same type of person. He's got that type of mechanical mind. And working with him for as long as I did and seeing things and stuff, and with my dad, it's just something comes in. It's just, I guess that's just how I'm wired. I'm not there 100% because I'm not as good as, certainly not as good as Charles is. But you kind of see it, and for some people with the computer, it just clicks. I'm not that guy, it's just one of those a gift and that God has given me to be able to look at it and kind of to be able to picture it and do it. It's just, that's a gift and a talent that My wife had surgery last week. Had to go get all the pre-certifications, for insurance and all that stuff, which they covered it. The sad part about it is, about a month before she had some problems. She had some severe pain, so we had to go to the doctor, which the doctor recommended we go to the emergency room. It was later in the evening. That way they could rule out a couple other things and do some testing to verify, well, yes, you have a urinary tract infection, but maybe you could have an appendicitis or something else. They didn't have the tools at the clinic to do that at the time. So we go to the emergency room, and sure enough, we found out she had a UPJ obstruction. And what it is, it's just the fluid from the kidney was draining slowly, and it caused the kidney to swell up and putting a lot of pain and pressure on her side. She'd been dealing with this for the last 10 or 12 years. It's not something that was consistent. It would happen sporadically. This time compounded with that urinary tract infection, it really just, it was extremely painful, and we were able to find out what it was. She got some treatment for it, talked to a urologist that night, set up an appointment. He gave us a prescription for some pain medicine, Tylenol 3 with codeine and some Trimador, I think is what it was called. I go down to the pharmacy the next day to get it filled. I had to pull teeth to get it because some way or another on his prescription that he wrote, he didn't have his DEA number on it. Pharmacy did a good job. We got it taken care of. She got her medicine. And anyway, and she was okay. We set up an appointment, did some more testing, verified what the obstruction was. We set up a surgery date. Well, she had surgery last week. Surgery, 4-hour procedure. It went fine. I mean, the doctor was very, very, he come out 2 thumbs up. Man, she was discharged the next day, Friday, we get home. The doctor gave us another prescription for pain, the same stuff, Tylenol 3 and some Tramadol or whatever. Anyway, we get home late Friday. The pharmacy that we use is closed, and they don't open up until Monday. So, I go down there Monday to get the prescription filled. They can't fill it. Why can't you fill this? Well, we have to have a pre-authorization. From what? From the doctor. Like, this makes no sense. Since she had surgery Thursday, and you guys were told we didn't get in until late Friday, and you guys were closed, and now you're open, and what's going on? Well, we can fill it, but you'll have to. Insurance is not going to pay for it, so you'll have to pay for the full price. And I'm like, well, what good is it to have insurance? As kind of defeating the purpose. I called the insurance company, and they said, well, she had a prescription about a month ago, so, we're kind of concerned. I'm like, so, I don't understand this. You're overriding a doctor's prescription. She did have a prescription about a month ago. I said, she had surgery Thursday, which you guys had to pre-authorize. I said, and I'm not a doctor. I said, but he's the one who prescribed the medication, and now you're telling me that you're not going to fill it or you're not going to pay for it unless you get a pre-authorization from the doctor. I said, this is stupid. It's ludicrous. So I have to call the doctor's office, and they're telling me that they'll try to get it taken care of, but it's going to take anywhere from 48 hours to 2 weeks. I said, really? So what are we supposed to do in the meantime? Well, you can pay for the prescription yourself, and then we get this resolved, and they'll reimburse you. And I said, that's not right. I said, what's the point of me paying these high dollar premiums, and then I can't use it? I said, I guarantee you, these illegals coming across the border don't have a problem getting free health care and free medicine and everything else, but the law-abiding citizens, the ones who are doing this and paying for everybody else's free ride, are being punished. I said, it's not right. It's the principle of the whole thing that is sad, and it just irritates me. And that's the direction that is scary, because that's the direction that people are allowing our elected officials to direct us to going down to this avenue of socialism, and it ain't gonna work. It's just sad.
So your lesson is to open your eyes?
I think you need to open your eyes and not take just whatever they say is good for you. People need to kind of take time and do their own due diligence on things to understand, what they might be getting into, not just trusting what the government or what anybody else might say to them. The same way going and buying a car. Well, you know what? We can get you into this car. What's your how much can you afford? Well, $300 a month. Oh yeah, we can do that. Well, guess what? You're paying $300 a month for 15 years.
Yeah.
Just, you've got to be smart enough to do your own research. I guess in a way, when we were kind of brought up, you do your diligence, you do your homework, you make good sound decisions based on good sound information that's presented to you, and not just somebody saying, yeah, this is what you need to do and this is what you need to do, and just taking it at face value. And that's what's happening now. And people are being gullible enough to do that, and it's aggravating. And it's aggravating when you play by the rules and you get punished.
Right.
That's what aggravates me the most. We have taken our vocational education out of our high schools to teach kids basic knowledge. You know, how to check the oil in your car engine, how to change a tire, how to put air in a tire. You know, just basic mechanical knowledge. You know, and even, you know, we've taken away some of the home economic stuff. You know, how to balance a checkbook. You know, or keep track of your bank account. You know, if you're taking out more than you're putting in, then you got a problem. You know, we've gotten away from that. You know, our education system now has gotten to the thing where everybody has to get a college education, which I don't agree with. I mean, some people are wired for college, some people aren't. I was not wired for college. That's a great thing about this new dairy that's coming in that Charles is a part of. They're wanting to fund a vocational school in conjunction with our high school to train kids. You know, it's going to be a twofold thing. They're going to learn some things, and plus it's going to help them in their search for good employees. You know, so it's a win-win situation, and we need that. We need that kind of structure. We need companies that are willing to do that, to invest in our kids, because they are going to be our future. You know,
right.
And you know, to be able to see something and be able to fix it and understand, you know, the mechanics behind it. You know, whether it is mechanical or whether it's technical. You know, the vocational job market in America, I mean, you can look at it right now. I mean, if you're an electrician, plumber, welder, machinist, I mean, those jobs right now, you're probably making more money than somebody with a 4-year college degree. And they're probably, you know, got better benefits, and at least they're employed, because there's a lot of people that got bachelor degrees that don't even have a job yet, you know.
I hope you can see, as I do, Kenny has a real passion for fixing things, and his insights on skills and education and benefits and socialism and things that are slowly encroaching on us that just are not right. Really appreciate his insight and his perspective on that. If you'd like to ask some questions of Kenny or other men that you've met, go to 360men.net, subscribe, and ask your questions. Join the conversation there. Also, just in the YouTube channel below here, subscribe and you'll get updates as we go along. And especially, here's a little shout out for a future event. We're heading back to the Gorge pretty soon, and this summer is going to have a number of really exciting things. If you'd like to learn how to windsurf, windfoil, kiteboard, mountain bike in Post Canyon, and meet a bunch of really cool guys launching digital franchises with our platforms, all that exciting stuff's coming up. You're going to hear more about it on this channel. So appreciate your viewing. Subscribe. Thanks a lot.